Hi, this is Pope from the band Year of the Goat, and you're watching the Brutally Delicious podcast.
One, two, three, four. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast.
This is 70,000 Tons of Metal, the original but world's biggest heavy metal cruise. 60 bands, 4 days, one cruise ship, only 3,000 tickets. It's like having an all-access backstage pass. January 29th to February 2nd, 2026. From Miami, Florida to Nassau, the Bahamas, and back. 70,000 Tons of Metal. What are you doing next winter?
And you can see me.
I can.
Excellent. I see and hear you perfectly.
Awesome. You doing okay, my friend?
Yes, I do. There was some misunderstanding, I think. I'm not sure. Glad you could do it.
Yeah, we made it work, right? So it's all good.
Yeah, excellent.
So let's just jump into Year of the Goat here.
Yeah.
Record comes out this Friday, right?
Yeah, that's right.
What's been the initial response to Trivia Goddess, and also now that it's done and on the precipice, how do you feel about it, and are you satisfied with the outcome?
Yeah, we're getting quite a few really nice reviews, and one of the larger magazines in Germany has it as their album of the month.
Oh,
so
nice.
It's number one in their, what's it called, sound check or something,
Right.
like from the reviews. So that's nice to be ahead of some of our childhood idols, I think, on the same list. Never thought that would happen. So, but also now we've had a while to let it all sink in. I think we were done with the mixing and mastering in maybe February, March, or something like that.
Right.
So we've been busy rehearsing the songs, and then we're really getting to know the songs again. So
right.
Nice. Yeah. So and maybe some of them are new to us now because we started finding new things in there.
Okay. So let's take a deeper dive. After a 6-year hiatus, how did your approach to songwriting and storytelling evolve for Trivia Goddess, especially since you shifted your focus towards real historic women's narratives?
Yeah, it's I think we're always at some level we are trying to make stuff symbolic to something in reality, and sometimes we keep it kind of to ourselves. With this album, we didn't really have a plan when we started. We were kind of tired of having plans. We had just finished making the soundtrack for a Finnish movie called Heavier Trip. So we had a lot of people telling us what to do. So we figured we're not even going to tell ourselves what to do. So we just started jamming and making riffs and recording, and we didn't even have any lyrical themes or anything before the music was all recorded. And then we pretty much let the music speak to us, and it's been a different way of working for us because we usually have a plan, but it was really nice not to have it for a change after having like 2 years of preparing music for a movie. And
did you find it was more freeing and you were more able to create?
Yeah, definitely. But I think we also took some good things from the work on the movie because we are so used to just do whatever we want. And now we had movie producers and directors.
Right.
Everybody has an opinion. And it was a long process, but it's good to have others sort of dissect the music somehow. And it made us see things that we didn't realize was there. And we saw ways of making more details. And I think we brought that along for the new album as well as we went along. Yeah.
So a la carte, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Is that how you pronounce it?
It's from '70s movie. Alucarda is, I think it's
Okay.
Spanish.
Okay. But now that Alucarda and the album as a whole, now that the album's out, the album as a whole confronts themes of misogyny and occult storytelling. How does Trivia Goddess step outside that trilogy? And what new perspectives does the album explore?
Yeah, I think the trilogy is very much based on different books. Like the first album of the trilogy, Angel's Necropolis, is like the antithesis of John Milton's Paradise Lost, a battle
Right.
in the heavens. But that time, Lucifer and his angels win the battle. And the second one is sort of the we're borrowing themes from Dante's Inferno. And for the third one in the trilogy, we will go to another book. But I'm not going to talk to it. We'll talk to it when that comes. But for this one, the first two songs, we didn't have any themes. We just went with whatever. We ended up in like some Haitian zombie powder world for some song.
Nice.
And I think we were just in the, being buried alive and all. But also, and we took a turn thinking about stuff like religious cult leaders, like Jim Jones, David Koresh,
Right.
and when it goes really, really bad, not just like the Popov guys who are grifters and like
Right.
cheat people out of the money, but that actually take them out of their lives.
Right.
But so it turned into that. But on the third song, I think it was Alucarda that sort of led us into a more female theme.
Mhm.
And with that comes the misogyny and the Abrahamic religions part of that, and like the witch hunts. And I live 20 minutes from a place where I'm not sure if it's like one of the last, but it has a legend around it. An execution of a witch, local witch here. There's so we let the song speak to us, and we just went with whatever came out.
Were you ever concerned that the change in narrative or the change in subject matter some of your fans wouldn't take the journey?
Nah, I'm not sure, because we had between the first and the second part of the trilogy, we did another one. We just went to we went over there to America, to the world of H.P. Lovecraft, and because we needed a break, we needed the trilogy to percolate some more, I think.
Right.
So I think they're the ones who have been with us for a long time. Maybe most of them didn't realize it was a trilogy until now. I'm not sure. But we had the idea of making a trilogy, but we haven't really been outspoken about it because we weren't sure if we were gonna pull it off. But now I think we have the whole vision together. So, and maybe it's our thing. Like every other album is a detour. So
that's good though, I guess.
Yeah.
So, are you okay with a little out of the box question?
Yeah, sure. I have no idea what it's going to be, so.
No, so if you could collaborate with any misunderstood woman from history on a Year of the Goat song, who would you invite and what musical style would it be?
Wow. That's an out of the box question. It really makes me want to, oh yeah. Oh, what? Why? But maybe Marie Curie, maybe she wasn't misunderstood like that, or maybe like Mozart's sister Nannerl, who was actually a great composer and musician as well, and but living in a time where whatever resources a family have, they put into the boy, because the boys will have a future, and women should like bear children and live the handmaiden's tale,
right?
Sort of. So maybe that would have been a good thing. And the song, of course, it would be some sort of neoclassical fusion metal. I think we would have to step sort of out of our comfort zone, but go into like the classical pieces, pre-American and French Revolution times, I think.
I love that. You've recovered from that pretty well.
Thank you. It was a tough one.
Sorry, sometimes I like to just be different and not ask the normal stuff.
Yeah.
I've got one more of those. I'll say for a minute. Let's go back to the band.
Yeah, I need to breathe for a bit. Let me have a drink. Yeah.
Are you taking Year of the Goat on the road?
Yeah, we just came back home from a festival gig in Poland.
Nice.
So we had a chance to see Venom live right before we had to leave. So that was awesome.
I saw them on 70,000 Tons of Metal about 5 years ago, twice.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, just because I grew up with them, right? And I'm so old now, and to finally get to see them still going was pretty great.
Yeah. Same. I remember when I saw a friend of a friend brought a video, a VHS tape, and put it in a concert with Venom. I had never heard anything like it. And I was completely blown away. And I wasn't sure. I thought it was so cool. It was the coolest thing I had ever seen, but I wasn't sure what to do with the music. But
yeah,
it was a new thing.
I got to sit down with him and chat like this for 30 minutes. What a great guy.
Yeah.
And I'm never intimidated, but for some reason I was slightly intimidated in that one.
Yeah.
Just because I grew up listening to him. Yeah, but he was great.
So back to the question. So we will have a release thing on Saturday in our hometown in Sweden, and then we will do a couple of Swedish shows. I think it's 4 or 5. I don't remember quite. And then we will be hitting the road. They say it's a European tour in October, but it's mainly Germany and a few stops in Austria and in Poland again. But I think we will have some shows for the spring, and hopefully we will get shows elsewhere. We haven't had any in the US so far, but mainly Europe. But
yeah,
we're hoping for the future.
Oh yeah. So I'm going to totally fess up. I had never heard of you guys before I started prepping for this, which is one of the reasons I really like doing the show. I come across stuff. And then I got to A La Carta. The video, I mean, not only is the song great, but the video, you guys put a lot of effort and time and probably money into those videos, huh?
Yeah, thankfully, it's a contact we got from doing the movie soundtrack.
It's fabulous.
So from one of the producers there, we got in contact with a Finnish filmmaker. So we didn't have to really do anything. We kind of wrote an idea that we had that Alucarda is young female being oppressed in some way. And we were just going like a brainstorm, witch burning, whatever, exorcism, you have what you have. And then in the second one, we wanted it to be like a sort of a revenge. And he started working on it, and whatever we saw, it was awesome. He made his thing is to go out in the woods with a smoke machine and make it look fabulous, I would say.
Yeah, very well done.
Yeah.
So what's next for you guys then?
Well, actually, there's a third single, a video coming.
You got another one coming.
Yeah, but we ran out of a budget, so we're making it a low-budget horror film theme.
Fair enough.
So we asked a couple of friends. We sat down, got a story outline, and then I wrote the script and asked a couple of friends with more expensive cameras to join us out in the woods. So it's a bloodier thing.
Oh, so that's great.
So that's nice to have at least one video that we have put our fingers in more. We usually have that earlier, like lyric videos we made ourselves and so forth.
Okay. So you ready for the last out of the box one?
Okay, I'm not sure, but
You want to pass?
no, go.
So, if the spirit of Alucarda walks through your recording session, what advice or mischief do you think she'd offer the band while you were recording this record?
I think she opened our eyes. We, of course, these things has been part of our lives. We have sisters, mothers, we have friends and lovers. That's almost a lyric. Uh, and it was, and we started thinking about it. I think we also got to know each other better since we don't talk about things that could be like ideological and on any deeper level. We kind of have lived with each other for a while in this world of the year of the goat universe that's not really in reality. And
Right.
and we kind of understand that we are on the same foot somewhat, but now we got to discuss it more and deeper, and I think it has been she has taught us a lot. It's like when she first came in there on the third songs we wrote the lyrics for. The others we just didn't have an idea. We thought it would be like various different themes for each songs, but then it was like she told us this is the route you're taking. So
I love
and
that.
yeah, and we she was our muse, I guess. So
Awesome. So then that brings me to the end of my what I had here. I've got two things before we go, but did I miss anything you want to cover?
I'm too tired to really understand
Fair
anything.
enough. So
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first
Go
thing
ahead.
is
Sorry.
if fans want to find you, how can they do so?
Of course, on all the streaming services, Napalm Records has our albums, our vinyls, and also we have a Facebook page. Check us out there. We have a lot of stuff there about shows, live shows, and also like band editions of vinyls. And there will be a glow in the dark Trivia Goddess Eyes double vinyl set. So they
Nice.
kind of look like her green eyes. And yeah, that's pretty much it, I think.
Okay.
Of course, we're on social media stuff.